Hello, this will be a channeled message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. You have time. You're doing so well to move through all of this change. You're so protected, and you have time to allow things to unfold for you, for your highest good. And I'm really called to read this message. I pulled this card for you today, Gaia, nurturing, our connection to Mother Earth and the feminine source energy that we are all a divine extension of. It's a beautiful card, and it has a beautiful message. It says, receiving can be a sacred act if your intention is to honor spirit. It says, receiving can be a sacred act. It is as holy as giving when performed with a humble and open heart. This is even truer when receiving much needed nurturing, so let others give to you. It may be a stretch to do so at times because of childhood conditioning, but that habit can be overcome. Your wounds can be healed. One way to achieve this is to nurture yourself and allow others to nurture you. Set aside your ritualized habits and beliefs that restrict the pure act of allowing your body, heart, and soul to be nurtured. Lie on the earth and ask Gaia to rock you as you breathe with her and relax into her loving care. Such a beautiful message. And to sit on the earth or lie on the earth, the act of doing so and to just breathe. Not even forcing the breath, but allowing the breath to fill you and permeate you and then release can reveal so much about how you're feeling, about where you're holding tension, about your true nature and who you really are. So I do invite you right now to take a deep breath. Relax the muscles in your jaw and in your face. This is a very safe space here. We're safe to be ourselves. Like I said, you have time. And I really see you guys connecting more with this somatic earthly experience that we are all here to enjoy. Right? We all have our own unique nature, and we all have our own unique wants and needs, and nobody can tell you what it is you should want or love, and nobody is able to tell you how you should feel about something. We're all having our own unique experience, but something that we share is the act of having this earthly somatic experience in the 3D. And I see you guys connecting more with this sensual nature at this time. Breath work might be really significant, like I was talking about, just allowing that breath to fill you. And if you want to take it one step further, bioenergetic exercises and bioenergetic breathing can do a lot for us when it comes to releasing trapped emotions and neurotic holding patterns that exist in our body. Reiki healing might be really significant at this time. Something about the nose and the throat, the sinuses, the throat chakra, using our voice, allowing that natural expression to occur, and really feeling everything that comes with this. This is a feeling experience. We can't necessarily define it or apply too much logic to it. It becomes ephemeral. It's hard to pin down at times. And I see you guys moving through this, moving through all of this change, releasing belief systems that have potentially existed in your life for a long time and no longer serve you. I see you guys unbinding yourself, walking away from this and experiencing life in a much more exciting way in a much more calm and peaceful way, experiencing and allowing life in a much more loving way, showing up as the Eight of Swords in reverse in the centerpiece of the reading. This is letting go of the what ifs, letting go of the I should, letting go of the logic, letting go of the beliefs, letting go of the holding patterns, letting go of the negative self-talk, letting go of the comparison, a healthy assimilation of the ego, more allowing, repairing some kind of a relationship with change, and feeling free to move forward in a way that feels good and fun and exciting. The Knight of Wands on the masculine side, and the Wheel of Fortune on the feminine side. I love this. I love this energy. It's so beautiful. With the Eight of Swords in reverse in the centerpiece, guys. What are you up to? What are you up to? Tell me your secrets. This is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. The Wheel of Fortune on the feminine side. Allowing change to occur in your life. Trusting the divine plan and the divine process which has been set in motion by your higher self. This is what you want, and nobody can tell you what that is. The intentions have been set. You're allowing the inspired action to come to you and be expressed through you. You are a vessel for the Most High. You are a conduit. You are the divine. You are the divine loving source energy. And you are allowing all of this to come into existence and to change your reality around you. Repairing the relationship with change. And I see this surrender to the divine, full moon, and this ocean card, ebb and flow, being such a beautiful reflection of this. Understanding the energy of transformation and change being the only constant. And our very existence on a vibrational level in this reality is that of a wave. It is breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to the breath. That function of the breath is a representation of how things work in this reality. The ebb and the flow. The in and the out. The masculine and the feminine. And you guys are surrendering to the process, surrendering to the divine, and allowing the things that you want to come to you, and acting in a way that feels good, taking action in a way that feels aligned with your true self, your true nature. And through moving through all of this energy, it's revealing a lot of things too, because there's layers to this. we're like onions, and there's layers to this. There's an element of recursion, and the deeper that we go, we find the same issue almost. There's the same energetic holding pattern, but existing in areas of our life or in areas of our body and our mind on a cellular level that we didn't quite realize was there. It's shining a light on the shadow self. This is what you're doing. By healing this relationship with change and developing new methods and techniques when it comes to feeling safe through this change, I feel like might be really relevant for you at this time. Asking yourself, what do I do to make myself feel safe? How can I support myself in this physical world as I move through this shifting of the energy? As I breathe, as I feel, as I release, as I move forward, as I expand, right? The Wheel of Fortune, as I expand. What am I doing to support myself through this process? Because there's a lot of energy. This is big energy right now. This is big transformation. And we're learning to be our unique self, our authentic nature. And when that happens, in a way, we don't necessarily have somebody to follow. We're letting go of the safety that comes with being controlled. We're letting go of the safety when it comes to being told what to do or how to feel. We're stepping fully into our autonomous free, independent nature, and there's a lot that comes up with that. There's feelings that come up with that. Potentially on a deeper level, in our shadow self, there are emotional attachments or emotional holding patterns when it comes to being controlled. There's a sense of emotional safety that comes with predictability. And you guys are allowing this process to unfold in a way that feels good and feels safe for the nervous system and feels like it's something that you can handle, but you're still moving forward. That's the main thing here. You're still moving forward, using the gift of Venus energy to support yourself in the physical realm, ground the divine energy down into this density of reality, and feel all of the sensations that come up. And potentially doing things like developing new routines, being more mindful when you're having these somatic experiences, being more in the present moment when you're eating a meal or breathing, being outside in nature, having your hands in the dirt, gardening, talking to people, developing relationships, being inside of a community and existing within some kind of a community, feeling more safe and embodied and regulated as your natural self when you're having conversations with people, when you're communicating. This is a big thing. All right, the somatic experience of communicating as your true authentic self that potentially hasn't been seen before or you haven't connected with on this level. I get Aquarius and I get Cardinal too. There's something about our communication, our ability to exist within a community, and our ability to be our weird, eccentric self, to be our original self. We're original. There's nobody like us. We're unique. And the more that you can lean into this and take a chance on yourself and back yourself and believe yourself and love yourself unconditionally, do this in a new way. That's how we can allow ourselves to feel safe, help ourselves feel safe through all of this change. Makes me think of the Sedona method too, and letting go. There is an energy of letting go here. The Knight of Wands, we typically associate with passionate, fiery action, excited action. And I see you guys doing that when it feels good, allowing these feelings to come up and acting on it. But fire is an energy of transmutation, destruction, and being born anew. It's the energy of burning things away. It's an energy of letting go and release and separation. You guys are, through doing more of what you love and what makes you feel good and what lights you up, you are simultaneously creating some level of separation when it comes to an old way of doing things, an old identity that was fake, that was a mask, that was an illusion. You guys are burning this stuff away and transmuting it and fueling these new creative endeavors. That's what I'm getting. Receiving inspiration through this process. And it's revealing, going back to what I was saying earlier, attachments, holding patterns, feelings of comfort and safety that come with some of these negative attributes, right? That we're ready to let go of. It's revealing these things on a deeper level. This shadow aspect here, the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the 8 and the 9 of Cups. So interesting. There's been an element of holding on when it comes to, I want to say, coping mechanisms, which sometimes we would typically associate the term coping mechanism with something in the physical, something external, something outside of us. But our ability to identify with a certain emotion, to feel some kind of predictability or safety when it comes to identifying with a certain belief system or a certain emotion that we will feel quite often, that can be a coping mechanism. These can be things that are inside of us, that are inside of our body on a cellular level that we identify with through doing this breath work and this healing and moving this energy around and expressing it and transmuting it, burning things away and expressing it in the external and making something out of it. Through doing that, it's making space for us to bring in new energy. And it's revealing the attachment that we had to these old parts of ourselves that are being let go of. And it creates stagnancy. It feels safe because it's predictable, but it creates stagnancy. It affects our clarity. It puts us in the weeds, so to speak. And these things served us because, as the Nine of Cups would suggest, it allowed us to feel safe and move through the world and move through this change. And that's what it is. It's like we're developing new ways of keeping ourselves safe and feeling safe that are healthy, that are sustainable, that aren't built on illusion and some kind of something that's not real. It's like we were holding on to something that's not real. And it's being revealed and we're letting go of that. It puts us in the weeds, so to speak. It prevents growth. It feels safe, but it prevents growth, right? And going back to what I was saying, the Sedona method and something about letting go, giving yourself permission to let go when you're ready to, on your own time, understanding that you do have some element of control here. Because you're able to let go of the control. You're able to make the decision. You can control your inner state. You can develop these new somatic methods of feeling safe in your body and connecting to your body. And giving yourself permission to let go of control. That is an act of being in control of your inner state. I really get that from this Eight of Cups. You can see these old stories that we would tell ourselves, these old ways that we would identify. It's becoming heavy. We're holding them up with these chains, and we're ready to let this stuff go. It's just a process. Like I said, you have time. You have time to move through all of this and to honor yourself through this, to honor your worth through this and your value, to tell yourself that you're worth doing this for yourself. Something about showing up for yourself here. There's a really strong message, and potentially some ritual with intention coming up to some kind of new moon or some moon phase is really going to benefit you here. Going back to what I was saying, Reiki healing potentially. There's some kind of shamanic influence in this reading. Some kind of like plant medicine or ceremony, some kind of ritual here coming up to the new moon might be significant for some of you. And it might help you have some kind of a release that is needed as you're being guided by somebody, some kind of mentor energy. That's what I'm getting. So this is a deep reading, guys, and I'm sending you all of my love. I'm sending you all of my healing energy right now, and you totally got this. I'm so proud of you, and the energy that you're in right now is so beautiful. It's so balanced, with the Wheel of Fortune on the feminine side allowing this change to occur, allowing the divine to work for you, to work in your favor. And then the Knight of Wands on the masculine side, acting on this, getting excited about your future plans, working towards things. Some of you guys are really learning to say no, to set boundaries, to create space, and to walk away because you're ready to let go. And start to put yourself first in a way, nurture yourself, because you see the bigger picture. You're on a quest. You're on a vision quest. Like, you're putting yourself in new environments, even if this is just mental and emotional environments. The way that you see yourself, which then projects outwards, you could be in the same physical environment, but see it completely differently. You guys are in a new space, energetically. You're looking at the big picture. You're on a quest. You're on an adventure. You're moving forward. And the act of going on the vision quest is putting yourself in this new environment and then receiving the information. It's not about solving the problems using logic and using the calculator in the brain. This is allowing the information to come through you, being the vessel for the divine. That's what you guys are doing right now. And there's no desert required. You don't even need a desert for this. Just the act of being outside, being connected to nature, being connected to Mother Earth, that is so beneficial here. It is so healing. To take that time for yourself to sit in the silence, to listen to the birds and the bugs and just the wind in the trees, and to just be with yourself with no expectation. Just be in that somatic experience. It is so healing, and you become magnetic as you connect more with your authentic self and who you truly are and what it is you want, and getting more connected to your desires. You let life rearrange itself for you on a quantum level, and you become a magnet for the things that you want. You become magnetic. Okay, you become the magnemite. And this thing's just floating around. It just flies around. The flying magnet. And it says, okay, this is good now. I like this. This card says that if enough magnemites gather in any one place, they can create a powerful magnetic barrier. There's something about community here. Group manifestation. Being aligned with who you are, your unique original nature, displaying that, not being afraid to shine that light. You can see the holding of the match here. There's something about Aries energy, right? Being your unique self, letting that authentic expression be seen. Shine that light. Guys, shine. Shine right now, because you are then going to attract other people who have their own authentic, unique nature, but who vibe with you. You're going to attract people who vibe with you. The more that you can value yourself and love yourself, and really, you know what it is? You stop attracting these codependent relationships because you love yourself. You know yourself. And when you know yourself, you attract other people who know themselves. And they don't need you for their emotional stability or their physical stability. They're in their own energy. They have their own stability. They have their own ways of making themselves feel safe. And when we're truly independent like that, that's when we can come together as a community and work as a team. We don't have to rely on that lone wolf kind of mentality, because we will be attracting the right relationships to us. And as this Magnemite card says, if enough of us can come together, we can create powerful magnetic barriers, and we can build. And we can attract the things that we want in this life as a group. This might be really relevant for some of you. Some of you guys might be going on some kind of retreat or some kind of ritualistic activity coming up to a significant moon phase here, and meeting people that are supposed to be on your journey. Meeting people who vibe with you, healing some kind of like generational trauma, ancestral wounding here. This is deep stuff. This is deep change on a cellular level. And I'm so proud of you guys for moving through all of this. I might just read an oracle card and we sort of like just get back to the somatic experience of life, and maybe just like go outside and touch grass. That's what I'm going to be doing after this. Maybe we just leave it there. Releasing the past, right? Emerging, transforming. Energies transmuted. Guys, so beautiful on the bottom of the deck. So what do the ancient stones want to say to us today? This is such a good opportunity to get outside and be in nature and just be with yourself. The way the energies are aligned today, this is such a good opportunity here. So what message are we going to be left with today? The volcano. Relationships. Express. Don't stagnate. Express. Don't stagnate. I love that. I'm going to read this card. And this has been a theme that's present in this reading, right? Showing up as your authentic self, expressing it, using that throat chakra. I was saying this right at the start of the reading. Speaking, releasing, clearing out any kind of blockages in your throat by expressing yourself, by speaking freely, by feeling safe in the body and feeling emotionally regulated so that you can communicate. This card says, "Behold, the fiery dance of the volcano, a testament to nature's potent alchemy. During its magnificent eruption, ancient rock yields to transformation, giving birth to new molten forms that cool into creation. A vivid reminder that even seemingly unchanging stone holds the seeds of renewal and regeneration. If we fail to express our anger, it can turn into resentment. When we feel upset or frustrated, it's easy to let it slide for fear of upsetting someone, but then it might build into something bigger. If we find a way to communicate clearly and compassionately, we can avoid unnecessary conflict, confusion, and separation. The volcano card invites you to express your feelings now before they get out of hand, to clearly state what your experience is so you can solve it before it turns into something else. This card generally comes up when we need to express something that's been left unsaid. This doesn't mean that you must be aggressive or volatile. Instead, it's about having the conversation before it turns into something bigger. When we leave our feelings to fester, they can grow red hot and eat us up from within. But if we can process our feelings and express them in a way that's kind and honest, we can avoid unnecessary harm to a relationship. You may be called to express your feelings to yourself with a practice such as journaling. You may be called to find a way to process your own inner dialogue, or to have a conversation with someone else in which you express yourself. So it's a beautiful message, guys, and we'll totally leave it there. The volcano spirit coming in clutch here, coming in with the goods right at the end. Express your feelings, guys, before something turns into something that it doesn't want to be. Let it flow. You're in the energy right now as the Knight of Wands. You're in the energy to express and to transmute, to continue letting go so that you can make space and allow your authentic nature to continue to fill you up and fill up that cup, right? It's a beautiful thing. So much information in this message. I'll totally leave it there. And I trust that this was super helpful for you. Thank you for your patience, guys. I appreciate it. Took a day off yesterday. April 19th is a very special day on my calendar. It's a bit of a holiday for me. April 19th is the birthday of yours truly. So I already got some birthday messages from you guys, and I'm so grateful for that. And I had the absolute gift of being able to continue to read through your comments and get that support from you guys. So I just wanted to say that it really means a lot that I see you guys supporting me, and even some of you asking where I was at yesterday. I do really deeply appreciate that, and I had such a great day like connecting with you guys further in that sense. So thank you so much, guys, for your support. Like, I so deeply appreciate it, and I have so much love for you guys. I struggle to find the words to express that. I love you so deeply, and I'm so appreciative. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it again in the next reading. Thank you for sharing this space with me. I love you guys. World peace forever. Bye-bye.